You're listening to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Each week, I'm going to be interviewing top realtors from coast to coast to give you a backstage pass on how they've created their amazing real estate empires and how you can copy them. Hi, everyone, this is Craig Proctor, and welcome to the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. Today, my special guest is Dione Irwin from the greater Calgary area. Dione, thank you so much for being with us today.
Well, hello, Craig. It's my pleasure to be here on the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. I feel like a celebrity.
Well, look, you're the celebrity in the greater Calgary area. Explain to everybody exactly where you work, and you've got a great backstory as to how you got into real estate. And I want you to share with everybody a little bit about you. And before we get started and talk about why you're so successful.
Okay, well, it was about 2010. I was a dental assistant, single mom. I had just moved to a new city, didn't know anybody. And I'd always loved a lot of real estate, but never really had a chance to do it. But I found, I think it was in a newspaper or somehow I found this Craig Proctor, and I read some testimonials of how people had changed their real estate career and made quantum leaps. So ended up contacting one of your people, and they called me back, and I showed up in Orlando to a super conference. Was quite impressed. It was so big and fabulous, and I saw you talking on stage. And long story short, I wasn't even a realtor yet. I went to your conference before I was a realtor. I was in my realtor school.
Well, that's interesting.
And yeah, I feel like I got right in there at the very beginning and didn't learn any bad habits. And
well, that's important that you started off with this right at the beginning. You had no bad habits, no old paradigms.
Right.
So what happened when you got back from our first conference? What were some of the first things that you did to be successful?
Well, I started talking with my coach, Frank, who I still love. He's an awesome guy, one of your guys that we would talk once a week. I learned the special script, the universal script, which has never changed. It's always the best thing to follow, and I teach my team that, and that's the foundation of business, really. We learned, so it was 2010, so back then we were doing newspaper ads. We were doing Kijiji. We were doing a lot, not like social media was starting, but it wasn't as huge yet, right? So one of the biggest things was placing ads in the newspaper in a small.
That's how long you've been doing this for. Now,
yes,
today, your marketing is basically all on social media.
Pretty much all social media. We do a lot of Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Google, huge, right? Also, we still do postcards. We mail things out. We do a little bit of that, but yes, mostly social media.
Now, you and I were talking before we got started about, in the beginning, when you're not used to, doing video, it's a little bit weird. And, many people, not all people, but many people are self-conscious. They don't like the way they look or the way they sound. And what would be your advice to realtors about jumping on video and overcoming that?
Well, we were just talking before too, and I think it's just people want to see who you are. I know when I first started, I do a lot of live videos, a lot of videos in my marketing and training, and I think we all think we sound funny when we hear it back, but you just have to go for it and just see what happens, see the response you get. Because once you get to people's houses, then they already know you. They already feel like they know you. It's much easier.
Right, and when you show up, they're going to hear your voice and see you anyway. So you may as well just jump on social media. Video is king, and you've been so good at it and so consistent. Do you feel more comfortable now doing the videos than when you began, or did you feel pretty natural all the way through?
I'm remember the first video I did. I was so awkward and I was so nervous. And I don't even know, I stumbled everything, but nobody cared. I'm still here. I didn't die, right? So I just kept doing them. And that was about 2018. Then really in 2020 is when I really started doing more video. When you guys started teaching, we have to do video now. So I realized I got to do this to keep my business going. Now you really do have to. It's just the way the world is.
When you're doing like what types of topics, or like what do your videos focus on? Do you have like core things that do you have like a routine, a schedule for your videos, or you just do them when you feel like?
Well, I try to do a lot of stories on my social media so people can really see what I'm doing that day, or I even do some personal things. What am I doing with my kids, or what about my house? But people want to see what Dione is doing, or what realtors or people in general are doing. I do that whenever we have new listings. I try to get in there and do a live video tour. With COVID, people really want to see them before they go to the house a lot of times. So I've really started doing more live videos in our listings, and my agents are also doing them. So I got my team doing them too, and they are comfortable now. They weren't, but they are now. So I try to keep it 3 posts a week, 2 stories a day. Try to have and I have marketing people that help me with that as well. So I just try to keep myself in front of people as much as possible.
And does that not only do you get people calling you saying I'm ready to buy or sell, but do you feel like more pre-sold when you actually get out in that appointment where they kind of know a little bit about your life? Oh, I saw this the other day or that the other day. They feel like and our topic today is relationships. So social media just fits in really well with your personality. I mean, you've always been successful because you've had an ability to relate to people. And in real estate, we deal with all these different personalities. So, you've got this nice natural ability to be able to kind of understand people and be focusing on what's important to them. Did you know you were good at that right away? Is that just something that came natural to you, or did you study that?
Well, this is a good question. I've always been really good about being in dental, to really help people feel comfortable and read them right away. But when I started in your program, that's one thing that's different is we do learn all the personality types, how to deal with people and how to talk to different types of personalities. That's one of the first things I teach my agents too in building relationships is, okay, how do they want to be talked to? So that's the thing we learn in your system. That's like one of the first things we learned at Super Conference, right? So that's a huge part of what you teach as well. Our topic, relationships, is so big in everything, but especially in real estate, because it's such a huge part of people's lives that we're dealing with, right? So,
well, people do not do business. Buyers and sellers are not going to do business with someone they don't like.
right.
It doesn't matter. You could be the most skilled realtor. You could have the best track record. But if the buyer or seller doesn't like you, they're probably not going to do business with you. So, you've got it all going on. You've got the marketing, you've got the omnipresence in the greater Calgary area. And when people meet you, they really get what they see on video, what they see on social media is how you really are. So, it attracts people, and you have done a really good job of relating with people and making them feel, I guess, significant, and they're the center of this transaction. And now you also carry that strength with relationship building to your team. Talk to us about your team now. Before we got started here, you were like, well, it was just me. And, now I've got this awesome team that does a lot of the heavy lifting for me. So what does your team look like? And how did you start building this team? Who did you hire first, second, and so on?
Well, so I've got a great group of agents and admin staff and marketing. So there's that time when you get too busy. I think it was pretty quick for me, about a year in. I had too much business. My first year in real estate, I did 40 deals, which not a lot of people do that many deals. I had no experience.
Right. So first year in, you did 40 transactions, and that was just you, solo agent. Okay.
Yes.
Then what happened?
And I needed to hire an assistant. So I hired my first assistant. And that
So
was
you actually,
awesome.
you actually transitioned from, I don't have enough business to all of a sudden I've got too much and I can't do it. And so when you started to grow your team, did that work right away, where like you fortunate enough to get like the right people and have it all organized right away? Or was there a bit of a learning curve there?
Well, definitely a learning curve, but having your system, I wouldn't know how to do it without your coaching and your coaches and your training. So the assistant came first. Then I started getting OSAs, outside sales agents, and learned how to train them. And it was kind of all happened really fast because I just got so busy so fast. I know my broker at the time had never seen anybody reach that level that fast. What are you doing? So,
and you know what was great about it is you were so new to the real estate industry, and you were hanging around some of the top Craig Proctor members. So it just was sort of the natural thing to do. I mean, you looked around what they were doing, and it's almost like you didn't know. Nope, somebody forgot to tell you that you couldn't be that successful and grow that fast in a couple of years. So
I thought it was normal.
Yeah, you thought it was. Oh yeah, it was normal.
Everybody does this, but it's not. Most agents maybe do 5 deals a year, so maybe their first year. But that's the fun thing about now having my own team is that they end up doing a lot of deals their first year too, and it's exciting to watch that. I love that so much, to help people get what they want.
Well, that's the cool thing about building a team, is not only you helping hundreds of buyers and sellers in the greater Calgary area, but you're helping all your team members. I mean, they have a great life in real estate because they've decided to partner up with you. And by the way, if you're a realtor in the Calgary area, you know who Dione is. You should reach out to her and have a conversation about partnering up, because one thing I can guarantee is Dionne's business is going to continue to do what it's been doing over the last couple of years, which is growing and getting bigger and more successful. And Dione is looking for talented people to partner up with her, and it is a partnership. When you work on Dionne's team as an outside sales agent, it's really kind of cool, because you will make more money and work less and actually have more freedom than being a solo agent, because Dione takes care of all the marketing, the leads. All the leads are calling into Dionne's office, and the leads go to the inside sales agents who qualify the leads and set up appointments for outside sales agents. So literally, if you're in the Calgary area as a realtor and you worked on Dionne's team, you're just basically going from listing appointment to buyer appointment to listing appointment. And, we even coach you up on what that presentation should look like. We want you to win. When you win, everybody wins. And that's the experience that you would have working with Dione. You partner up with her. Now, if you're outside of the Calgary area and you want more information on how you can have an amazing real estate business, because it is a business, Dione has a business where things happen while she's not at the office, where her business actually gets bigger and better results than any solo realtor could ever have. But if you're interested in growing a business like Dionne's and you're outside of the Calgary area, you should reach out to me. Okay, just like Dione did many, many years ago. So Dione, if realtors in the Calgary area, what would be the best way for them to reach you if they just wanted to have a conversation about, hey, if we were to partner up, how would I fit into this? How would this work? How would I get what Craig is talking about? Is it true that I could make more money and have more time and more freedom?
And how does it work? And so there's a lot of ways to reach me. You can always reach me on social media. So I've got my Dione Irwin Realtor Mama. You can find me on there. You can message me. email Dione at DioneIrwinTeam.com. You could message me on our Facebook page, or you can always call the office 403-483-9208 to chat. My assistant will make sure that I get all of the messages, and I will call you back, and I would love to coffee, chat with you, let you know how it works and how you can spend time with your kids and your family, and also have lots of clients and
have your cake and eat it too.
Have your cake and eat it too.
We'll drop your contact info. We'll drop your contact info into in the comments. But you know what? All you have to do, honestly, is just Google Dione. You'll find her everywhere on social media. She's easy to find. So I guess my question of how people would find you is kind of a dumb question, but we'll put your contact info in the comments. Let's do this as well. I'm gonna have Faith pop up the download, and we're gonna have this information below as well. So Faith, if you can pop up the information that Dione shared with us. All right, how to cultivate relationships as a realtor. Okay, and let's go to the next page. And I like your little acronym here, Dione.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next page, Dione. So talk to us. It's cute. It's cool. Great. Talk to us about relationship building. Give us some advice here. And then I want to go back to this whole team concept and why this is something that everyone should be interested in, because we really believe you're either going to start your own super profitable sales team, right? Or you're going to be part of somebody else's. That's sort of how real estate is shaping up heading into the future.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, so I like to talk about relationships with clients. And this is kind of more what this little PDF is about, teaching you how to work with clients and just people, just treat them as people, not a number, right? These are some of the things that we work with on my team. So we can just read it. So desires, we want to create a relationship that allows the client to talk about what they really want. So we sit down and really talk to them about it. Interest, always show interest in the client, the potential client. Finding something about their kids or family, go there too, right? That's where social
and that has to be
really
sincere too. People have to feel like you actually are really interested, not like fake interested, but actually
you have to
listening, and people can sense if you're not actually there. If you're not like mentally there, you're just physically there. You probably heard me say this. You've heard me say this before, Dione. Our clients, I believe, are silently begging to be led. The reason they've hired us is they want us to take them by the hand and show them the promised land. They want us to actually, understand and be interested in them, because buying a house, it's easy when we're in real estate and, you sell hundreds of homes over your career, or like you in a year. To real estate agents, we become almost like desensitized, where it's like a transaction. But to the buyers and sellers, like this is a very emotional transaction, right? So we have to be there for the clients, not just to meet the physical needs of the transaction, but to meet their emotional needs through buying or selling. Like someone's selling their house and they've raised their kids there and they spent 20 or 30 years there, or if they're first-time buyers, or maybe they're going through some other life change, right? Maybe there was a death in the family. Maybe it's a divorce situation. So in real estate, we meet people that are like in, happy, great circumstances, and the opposite as well. So you've always had a keen ability to be able to connect with people, and the prospects need to feel that you're sincerely interested in them.
So true. And I think that really appreciate that about your coaching program too, is that you always encourage us. It is going above and beyond the current system. That's all we know to do, which I think is amazing. And people that don't have a real estate coach, feel like, how can they even do this? I've had you as my mentor for 12 years now, and I just, I keep growing in the system, and I feel like there's always a new thing to learn. It never gets old. You don't just quit. You're like, okay, I'm good now. I learned enough. See you later.
Right. It's constant improvement.
Yeah. So it's exciting.
Let's go to the next point. Own your own confidence. Now, you are very confident. Have you always been very confident, or is this something that you've had to work on and master?
Well, I grew up singing in front of people, showing horses, kind of always a bit of a small bit, but becoming a leader and making things happen. It's sometimes I have to really do some self-talk and go beyond. You got this. You can do this. And every day I have to get up and remind myself that I have to lead other people. So it takes, growth and self-talk sometimes to know that you're leading this whole team. But I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity to do it. So that's kind of what confident, but every day you have to keep yourself in check. I'm sure you know about that.
Well, when I first started doing conferences, I was very nervous, of course, speaking in front of a lot of people. So, you have to acquire it, right? The key is to jump on stage and not look nervous, right? And pretty soon, it's like going out in your first listing presentation, right? You're very nervous, and pretty soon you don't even think about it. So, I always, it's true that we shouldn't be, when we're nervous, we're focusing on ourselves. True. And so I always tried to think about that. If I'm at a listing presentation, or if I'm jumping on stage and I'm talking to hundreds of realtors, if I'm nervous, that means I'm focusing on me. And I've showed up at the listing appointment. I've showed up on stage today to help other people. So I kind of program my brain to think, well, if I'm being nervous, I'm being selfish. I need to be focused not on myself. I need to be focused on the person that or the people that I'm talking to here today.
Oh, that's a really good point. Thank you.
Well, you can keep that one, Dione.
I like it. You're just full of them. Perfect.
Let's go to N, which is needs. Listen to their true needs. Strong relationships from understanding the client's needs.
Right.
So being a good listener, of course, is, like in my listing presentations, especially during the beginning of the interview, I always try to ask a lot of questions, like discovery questions, to find out what's important to them. Now, this is something I had to learn to do, because in the beginning, I had no idea what to do. And sometimes I was doing too much talking and not enough listening. And then what happens if you're not listening, you don't ask those key questions at the beginning of the listing appointment, you end up talking about things that the seller's not even interested in.
True. And you lose them.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you were the seller, and I just immediately, I come over to your house and I immediately talk about, I start talking about open houses and how I love open houses. And at the end of the interview, you're like, well, I don't even like open houses. Then I've done a really bad job, because I was not, tailoring my presentation to what was important to you at all.
Right. Yeah, you got to listen, and then you're going to lose them.
Let's go to E, the E in Dione. Love this acronym. The E, excited. Always show excitement. Okay, now this is sometimes a tough one for us, because sometimes we just, like, you're not having a good day, right? Like let's all agree. Some days you feel like I can take on the world, and if any buyer or seller dares call me, if they dare to call me today, I've got my A game, and I can sell anything today. And then we have other days where we just are not having the best day, and so true professionals have to show up even when you're having the bad days, even when you don't feel like it.
True.
Yeah. So, for example, what I'm doing right now. So every Tuesday I do these podcasts. Every Wednesday I have a Facebook Live.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if I'm feeling tired or whatever, like we're doing it, right? So
Yep.
a professional makes the difficult look easy sometimes. Sometimes, if you're struggling, you've got to be there. You've got to be excited.
Yep.
You've got to show up with
Show up.
enthusiasm, even on the days you don't feel like it.
Right. Just got to show up. Showing up's a big one. And consistently. That's what you're doing with your weekly things. It's the consistency is important.
Yeah, no matter what's going
right?
on with your life, you're going to have things happening in your life. You're going to be distracted. You'll be tired. You'll be sick. I don't know how many conferences I've done where I haven't felt well, right? It's like the show goes on, right? There's 500 people in the room and nobody cares about your sore throat, right? So, go out there, smile and overcome it. So
we care.
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. I know what you mean. They came there to learn you, right? So.
And so we all have to show up every day, even if you don't feel like it. That's the goal is every day you need to be consistent. And you put a lot of energy into training your team as well. I assume you do regular team meetings?
Yeah, we do regular team meetings. We
can take that down, Faith.
We have a lot of fun in our meetings.
And the training and the team meetings, that takes a lot of energy too.
It does. It really does. We also have group chats. So we're chatting all day long, every day. We like to keep in touch that way. It's a really great way to help each other out, talk about deals, talk about clients. How
do you guys communicate? Do you use Slack or what way of communicating inside the office?
We all have Apple products at this point, so we just have a group chat.
Right.
But I know we've used Messenger before too. Mm-hmm. Slack, I have tried it before and it's good, but right now we're just using our iPhone group. And it actually is a really great way. Okay. One thing that we love to do, I don't know if it's okay to tell, but it's something that you've always done and you did, is money bag. Like agents love money bag.
I love the money bag. Explain to everybody what the money bag is.
So how we do it, and I think this is the right way I'm hoping. Every deal they have gone firm since the last meeting, put money in the bag. They get to draw for each deal they've done since the last meeting. But also we've added they get to do a pull out of the money bag. So we're really trying to encourage people to ask our clients to give us a review, and they're always happy to do it because we really focus on relationship with the client. Talk about what if we were paid in referrals, like that's our currency on our team. And I think that the most important thing is to have a happy client at the end. This day and age, everybody looks at you online, so authentically yourselves and have them authentic and they will be honest. So we have many 5-star reviews and it's pretty exciting. So the money bag is fun. I look forward to the money bag. But sometimes I'll put in 100.
We're running out of time here, but before we wrap this up, I want to talk about what are your big goals for this year?
Well, I really want to grow my team bigger. I'm excited to just help more people, help more agents to be busy and help more clients. That's my main goal this year. I've had a lot of goals that I've reached past year. I'm working on building some really big ones, some kind of scary goals that we're supposed to set. But right now, I really want to grow the team so it's a good size. Again, I've had larger teams before now, but I want to grow it back to larger because I just have I've heard of the lead game out and I have too many. So that's my main goal.
Well, I know you're going to do it. You keep growing every year, and I know you're going to have a big year this year, and we look forward to working very closely with you to continue your journey here. But we are running out of time. give everyone your best contact information one more time before we wrap this up.
Okay, so a really great way is you can message us on Dione Irwin Team Facebook page or the Dione Irwin Realtor Mom on Instagram. You can call 403-483-9208, or you can email Dione@DioneIrwinTeam.com. So you can just Google Dione Irwin, you'll find me. All else fails. Those are all the ways.
Well, thank you, Dione, so much for doing this. Again, if you're in the greater Calgary area, you know who Dione is. You should reach out to her and have a discussion. You know, it doesn't cost anything. You're not obligated. Just have a discussion about, hey, how would it work if I was to team up with you, Dione? How would how would that benefit me? How would why are realtors attracted to working with you? And don't sit and wonder why or how Dionne's doing what she's doing. Everything that you want to do in real estate, she's doing right now. All you have to do is reach out, have a conversation, find out how it could work for you. But anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show today. Again, if you'd like to contact my office or book a call with my team and I, you can go to proctorcall.com. We'll have that in the comments below, proctorcall.com. You can go to my day timer, book a day and a time that works for you. And we can have a conversation about your real estate business and how we can help you, just like I've helped Dione and thousands of other realtors over the last 20 years.
Stop waiting.
Yes. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dione, for doing this. And I want to thank everybody for watching the Craig Proctor Real Estate Show. We'll see you again next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're gonna see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's gonna let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.